So good. All right, so let's continue. Now, let's put pen to paper and make more sense of how we're actually going to generate an online income, right? What do we do with the monthly income? How do we generate passive income? Okay. Now, in the form of monthly income, there's a couple ways that you can make money on the internet, and I'll break that down for you here in a second, right? So in terms of monthly income, there's a couple ways that you can do that. And there's four main components to generating your online income and your online sales. Let's see here. Bullet point.
And I just want to tie in for the business owners, because when I was starting to look at, hey, how do I make this related? Basically, the internet marketers, and this is my perspective, they've found gold, and they've found the next way to basically, the internet marketers have the skill basis in order to get found and get known on Google. That's what us small business owners need desperately. And we actually have to turn to these internet marketing techniques in order to learn, yeah, maybe we don't want to become internet marketers, but you know what? What they have is gold, and that's where, as business owners, we need to learn from the internet marketing perspective, and the people who are full-time internet marketers making phenomenal incomes on there. These are the ways that they're making money, and like Gil's talking about, a digital asset. You know, my company's website that we just put our services listed on, well, wouldn't it be cool to not only list our services, but be able to monetize that website? And this is where my perspective is teaming up with Gil and saying, holy moly, he's talking all about a digital asset. This is so much bigger than just having a website that's going to list your services. So that's just tying this in, is don't tune out when they're talking about internet marketing and you're, you know, a real estate agent or a real estate investor. Hey, you want to make a money on, you know, being a real estate investor? Times are changing. This is the way to be found as a real estate investor if that's what you choose. So just kind of tying that in for business owners.
Awesome. Thank you for, you know, adding that. And, you know, again, constantly put, you know, have this in the back of your mind. How can you apply this to your business? How can this help generate more leads, more traffic, more conversion, more sales at the end of the day, and put some coin or money there in your pocket? That's the way to look at it, especially since these concepts will apply to any industry or niche. Now, Lauren did touch a little bit on that concept there on building these digital assets. We encourage people to take the, you know, to get started on the internet or maintain their own certain web properties or digital assets and media, because you can monetize this in different ways. You don't have to spend hundreds and thousands upon dollars to optimize your website or to get onto page 1 of Google, right? There's a lot of companies out there, and some great, some not so good, okay? And it's very, you know, it's challenging. Where do you get started? Who do you pay to do what? So we're giving you at least a look over your shoulder experience where you can directly apply this to your business and improve the bottom line. Whether you want to get found or do more sales, that's really what this is about at the end of the day. So now, as a you know, as an internet entrepreneur, okay, as a business owner, how does your website generate your monthly income or generate monthly revenue? It comes in 4 ways. Number 1, in-house products and services. So these are products and services. Let's say you're an insurance agent. Okay, so if you're in the insurance industry, then your product is insurance policies, right? That's what you're selling, that's what you're promoting. For Lauren, who is an entrepreneur that owns a children's kids party with live animal experience, right? The product or service that they are selling is a party package with animals, reptiles, and all sorts of furry little critters and friends, right? So that's the product and service that you are selling. Now, for those of you that don't have a product or service yet, or you're in product creation mode, all right, and if you just don't have one in general, the next best way is to generate revenue and an income online is affiliate offers, okay? You don't have to have a product, you don't have to have a company or a service. Find another company out there that has a good product, and for reviewing that product, for making a recommendation, for sharing a review or an article on why this restaurant or why this product and company is great, you can get compensated for that when it generates into a sale, or even just some basic information. All right. In the insurance field, they pay anywhere from a couple dollars up to $20 if you get somebody to fill in a name and an email into your website or into a web form. All right. So affiliate offers, please refer to the complimentary copy on our affiliate membership club because it does give you a good 101 overview. And there is audio, there is ebooks, and video training in there as well, right, on what affiliate marketing is and how you can jump into this and apply it to your site, right? Now, the next way to generate an income online on a monthly basis is in the form of advertising. You're basically renting out space, right? You're basically renting out space. It's like having a magazine, and maybe you lease out a 2-page spread to Calvin Klein, or the local Panera is fantastic, and you rent out or lease out a half-page ad. Works the same on a website where you can lease out space on the website for a set monthly fee, and some other creative ways that you can work out as well. Now, when you're first getting started, okay, since your website has no traffic or an audience yet, we're going to show you how to build a list, build subscribers, become the local authority, okay, and generate tons of traffic. Before you do that, though, there's not much traffic or credibility you're bringing quite yet. So for those of you that do have a website, we're going to be sharing the layout that I use, which has been most effective in terms of leasing out space and website conversions for signups, right? The next method is swapping lists. Now, swapping lists is basically a good example here is, let's say I call Lauren. Okay, she's got an interesting blog on her financial freedom journey. Everybody loves that story. Everybody does. And I think you have a fantastic story that you need to share with the world on how you are transitioning and making that great escape into real estate. So even if you didn't have a hobby, an interest, a passion, or a company to promote, just the fact that you're making the bold attempt, okay, to win, to succeed, to move yourself in a better situation, you can build a following and an audience from that. So keep that in mind. All right. So swapping lists. Let's say I see Lauren's website, and she's talking about a financial freedom journey, and I'm doing internet marketing training for websites. So we are catering to the same market, right? We've got a very similar target audience. Her content is different from mine. She's talking about real-world case scenarios on what she's doing. Today I'm training on, for example, ways you can make money on the internet, which she doesn't have content about. So I can tell her, hey, Lauren, I'm going to email your blog article to my list so I can get some people from your list to subscribe or buy whatever offer I have on that day or week or month. And you're going to go ahead and email your list with my offer, okay, or article, so that we can continue to provide value, content, and grow our lists together. Right now, if you are just getting started out, chances are you probably only have a handful of people. I am rebuilding this thing from the ground up, starting from zero. We already have a pretty good base in the real estate niche, but this project is going to be based on zero to hero type of approach. And so I built a list. I was able to bounce back, apply some of the content and training that we talked about, and I've been able to build a list of a little bit over 2,600 in 5 days. That's 2,600 leads. What could that do for your business?
That's fantastic.
Right? I mean, Lauren, if you had 2,600 people sign up on your website saying, hey, we want to talk about having a children's party, how much more business would that put for you guys? Or how many months would you book, just from that much traffic or that many leads to talk to?
That's totally priceless. That's awesome. That's like, 2 years worth of parties for me.
Got it. All right. So in your case, 2 years worth of parties. If you're in the insurance field, I mean, that's a lot of policies that you can write, or at least people that you can build relationships with over time. And again, we're going to show you how to do this digitally. Lauren talked about that key concept there, making sure that you have a business and you are not a slave to the business. All right.
Yep, that's all about my financial freedom. I will not have a job.
Right. So, Lauren, did you talk a little bit about the cash flow quadrant? Not yet?
No,
Or?
I haven't gotten into that yet.
Okay, perfect. So so these are four main components on how you can generate money via your website here on the internet. I'm going to continue to expound on this as we move forward, and I'm going to give you some set metrics. Okay, I'll take out the guesswork on what's this website supposed to be about. What are some targets? How do we understand this or put some numbers to it so it doesn't feel like a Hail Mary, close your eyes, cross your fingers, and hope something kind of happens, right? We want to give you some tangible targets and some metrics, and I'm going to expound on that concept. But before we continue, the business model we are building is an internet-based business, generating an income online. Monthly revenue, passive income. And I want Lauren to really dig deep into the cash flow quadrant so we are all on the same page. Because if you're looking for a different type of business model, I would say this might not be the right place for you. I mean, if you don't like taking vacations off for about a month or spending a whole lot of time with your family, I don't know. I don't know.
Or if you have the mentality that you know how to do it best and you have to get it done, well, that's great, but you're going to stay self-employed forever.
Exactly.